Come on, love, it's Daddy, isn't it?
Where have you been, eh? I've missed you so much.
We've been on an adventure.
Oh, is that what you call it?
Only it's been a bit of a long journey, hasn't it, eh? I just think she needs a little lie down, Martin.
You what? You think you can snatch my kid and then just walks back in like nothing's happened?
I know what's happened, I just don't think she needs to hear it. Let's just take her for a lie down, eh?
No. No. You don't touch my child no more.
Mummy!
Carly, wait!
What for? You just heard her. She said she'd be renting Denise's old gaff. All that stuff about going just been lies.
I got it wrong. I'm sorry.
So do something.
It is complicated.
Well, try this. It's easy. Either she goes or I go.
Right.
Oh, Kevin! Kevin! That's not such a good idea, love.
Out of my way, Pat. There's things I should have told that witch ages ago.
Yes, well, they can wait a bit longer, can't they?
Nah.
Kevin, calm down. Just come with me, eh? Come on, come on.
Who broke all Nanny's things?
It don't matter, darling. Let's get you up to bed, eh?
Mummy.
It's all right, darling. Let Daddy take you, yeah?
Come. Come.
Well, I wouldn't have believed it of Martin either. But then I look up, and there he is, doing a jacko, practically dangling Ben over the bridge.
Well, he wasn't exactly dangling him, was he?
Well, as good as. All right.
Beer shampoo. It's good for me roots. Which one of you lovely lads are in the chair?
When's Mummy coming up?
We'll see, eh? Oi, is this where you've been, eh? The seaside?
Yeah, but there weren't any donkeys.
Well, I suppose it's a bit cold this time of year for donkeys. They're probably in a nice, cosy stable, aren't they? I bet you were cold and all.
We hug to keep warm.
I liked our hugs. Just brought Rabbit.
Shells, toys, hugs. Is that what you told all this was? A bit of a game? How many games end up with you being chased by the old Bill? Or this? What did you think you were doing?
That's just it, Martin. I didn't think. If you let me explain...
No!
What are you doing?
I'm stopping you from doing another runner. And I'm fetching the police. I mean, look at you. It's like what you did, don't even register.
I got scared. I snatched our child. I do know.
But that's what this is, isn't it? It's I did this and I did that. It's all about you. You just don't care about anyone else.
I do care. Just let me explain. I made a mistake. I did the first thing that came into my head.
When? When you snatched our child or when you belted my mum? Police.
So that's it, is it? You're going to let our daughter watch her mum get dragged away again and you say you care? What I did was bad, but who's hurting her now?
Sweetheart.
Don't do this. For her sake, not mine.
All I'm saying is Carly ain't gone yet. There's still time for things to sort themselves.
Pat, this is Kevin Wicks. Things don't sort themselves, ever. 1 minute I'm surrounded by arguments, kids going off on one, the things that make life worthwhile, the next...
All the more reason to be rational and not go charging in. Come on, you and Shirley were married once.
Don't remind me.
So you must have some idea how to get round her. Everyone's got a weak spot. Somewhere.
Excuse me?
I'm looking for a Dawn Swan.
Well, I'm sorry, but we don't give out information on patients.
Oh, it's all right. He's looking for me.
Look, I don't want you here.
I know that, but this is our baby. You can't do this until you know everything.
Because Daddy was angry. And sometimes mummies and daddies are angry.
I don't like it.
No. Nor do I. And nor does Daddy. So it's all sorted out now. No more yelling. Right?
Right.
Come on, back up them stairs. Mind that glass, please. Come on. All right?
All we ever were was sex. And now all you care about is this.
That's not true.
So what's changed?
This. You being here. It's made me realise I can't keep putting things off.
And how did you work that out?
Because if you get rid of our baby, you get rid of us.
But there is no us, is there?
Only because I fought against it. What would you prefer? You know, some bloke who ditches his wife without a care?
It's all words, Rob.
No. I've been crazy about you from the first minute.
Okay, that's fine.
I mean it.
Dawn Swan, if you'd like to come this way, please.
Don't do this. This is my baby too.
You know, for a moment there I nearly believed you.
But I swear. How are you gonna know unless you trust me?
I ain't come here to argue, right? Lads, if you don't mind.
Not going to get all romantic on me, are you?
No, I just want to know how much you care about our kids. I mean, really care.
Well?
What?
Martin Fowler, you know what?
Yeah, and I've already told you, I'm more interested in Ben right now.
You and me don't matter. It's making sure the kids don't get hurt.
It was Carly that threw the drinks over me.
I wonder where she gets her temper. What you got to understand, she's not just angry because you walked out on us. It's to do with Jimbo. Carly took it hard. She was his second mother. That's why she's so protective of Dean. You arriving stirred things up.
She'll get used to me being here.
Nah, she's off. Her and Dean will be split up. That's unless you do what any decent mother would. Go away. Let them find you in their own time.
You know what, Kevin Wicks? Using our dead son to get back at me is low even by your standards. I'm staying put.
How you gonna do that? Rent don't grow on trees, you know.
Oh, I'll get it. Even if it's only just to spite you.
I'd like to leave the door open, so it's best we keep it down.
It's very clever, the way you've used her to get round me. Why'd you come back?
To hand myself in.
So why'd you run off in the first place?
Because I was frightened, Martin. And I panicked. You said that I might not ever see her again, so I thought, well, what's the point? I knew nothing I ever did was going to convince you that I didn't kill your mum.
Well, you got that much right, yeah.
So I've come back to put things right.
The only way that's going to happen is when you're banged up inside.
For something I didn't do. When I go down that police station, I haven't got a clue what's going to happen to me. Today may be the last day I ever see Rebecca, and that thought, well, it scares me to death. But if it's what I have to do to make you and her believe that I'm innocent, then I'll take it.
So you ain't totally got her on side, then?
You don't think I could have?
Why didn't you?
Because I didn't want our girl to live a lie. Say we'd gone. She'd still remember things, Martin, you know, her real name, why we'd left. That's why I came back here, because our little girl, she deserves better.
So what, am I supposed to say? Thank you. Well done, son.
No, you're not. In fact, chuck whatever you want at me, because I deserve it.
But I thought you said you ain't done nothing.
I mean for what I've done to my family. For harming them. Funny thing is, all I ever wanted was to make them happy. And every chance I get, I've messed it up.
Are you in there? Come on out!
Oh, Martin, she must have seen me. I don't want it to be like this.
Shh, keep it down.
Don't be such a coward, Martin Fowler!
What's she after you for?
Come on out, you rotten slug! Picking on a little boy like that. You haven't heard the last of this!
Are you going to tell me what's happened?
got? Your sheets and pillowcases, love. Sorry, I've been stuck at work all day.
Well, it won't be done today, because I'm only here because Mr. Pop Robert, because he asked me if I'd close up for him.
No, tomorrow's fine.
I still can't give you a time.
Are you okay?
Why shouldn't I be?
Oh, is that Pauline's?
Yes, well, I thought perhaps Martin might like to have it, because it ain't going good to man nor beast, being hung up here.
Sometimes it's best not to dwell. Or is that what you're doing in here? Somewhere quiet where you can be alone with your thoughts?
Well, if I was, I ain't now.
I can take a hint.
First time for everything.
I heard about Martin.
News travels fast. Sometimes I think that's half the trouble. People not minding their own business.
Are we talking other people here, or what?
Let he who is without sin cast the first stone.
What exactly are you blaming yourself for?
What do you think? It was my big mouth that started all this.
You did what you thought was right.
Yes, well, why did I have to do anything? Why didn't this silly old woman learn to do nothing for once?
Say you had. Would that have been for the best? Things would have come out in the end. They always do.
You better not be lying.
I wasn't. I meant every word.
Now, there's a face could sink 1,000 ships.
Not now, Pat.
There's a lot of offices in the high street.
Offices? I don't know one end of a computer to the other.
What about a chippy?
No. Coming home every night smelling the chip fat. Look, I appreciate it, boys, but Kevin's right. I mean, who's going to take me on? Last job I had was cash in hand. I ain't got no references.
What about a part-time job? I mean, what about in here, for instance?
You did what?
Well, you weren't going to.
Yeah, because I had good reason. I didn't want the old Bill getting involved.
Well, maybe it'd be better if they was. I mean, what have we got to hide?
Excuse me, Peggy.
I'm not serving. Tracy?
No, it's not a drink I was after. It was more of a job behind the bar. I've got experience.
I'm not taking anyone on. I've got enough trouble without worrying who's going to have their hands in my till or beer fights in my pub.
I never started that.
I don't care. The answer's no.
I don't know what I was doing. Don't seem real. How can I scare a kid like that?
It weren't you. You didn't.
How's Ben got to cope?
Kids are stronger than we think, you know.
I don't want your sympathy. And don't go thinking this gets you off the hook. What we did ain't the same.
I know that. I also know that everything you did's down to me. I had enough time to think about that in that horrible B&B, didn't I?
Oh, my heart bleeds.
This is what I can't believe. How hard I've made you. This ain't you. Why can't you be the real Martin? For Rebecca.
Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this, eh? Why are you trying to play with my head?
I'm not.
I know who you are. Exactly who.
I'm the woman who had your baby, who loves you. Not a peep out of her. Better get going then.
Where to?
To Grandad's. I'm going to get him to drive me to the police station. And I am going to fight until I prove I ain't guilty.
Well, go on then.
And leave her here. In somewhere that ain't even safe.
This is her home.
This ain't no one's home.
No joy, I take it?
I brought myself down to her level.
How?
I used Jimbo. I thought it might work on her, but it just made it worse.
Where's Carly now?
Still in Walford. For the time being, but in the immortal words of Pete and Paul and Mary, her bags are packed and she's ready to go.
Bags can just as easily be unpacked. I just saw Shirley. Peggy knocked her back for a job.
So, there's plenty more jobs out there.
Oh, yeah, if you've got a work history. Not if you've been working on the black. And them sort of jobs don't pay the rent, do they?
See, there's one thing I still don't get. I kept ringing you and all I got was your voicemail. And you didn't ring back.
I binned my phone.
Yeah, and Phil got you another. So what is this? You can talk to him now, but not me.
It was hearing you that made me come back here.
Well, a minute ago you said it was because you couldn't bear the thought of what you'd done to Rebecca.
And you. I care about both of you, Martin. Hurting you, it cut me in half.
Or maybe you were just waiting for Phil to tell you he's got his bent solicitor back in your corner.
No. I thought you believed why I came back.
I don't know what I believe.
Well, I'm sorry, Martin, all right? But we haven't got time for this. Can we just go?
I won't tell anyone yet.
No. Best tell May first.
But that doesn't really concern us, does it? Me, you and your dad. All we got to think about is being a perfect little family.
Right.
Still don't sound like Martin.
I'm telling you, Uncle Charlie, I saw it all.
Blimey, there's a turn-up.
Leave me alone, Mo.
So what's all this? A stopover before you go on the run again?
That was a mistake.
Tell that to the old Bill. How comes you're letting her walk round free?
Because I'm giving myself up. I'm innocent. Tell her, Martin, will ya?
Let's get Rebecca inside, eh? Come on.
Sonia?
Save it, Dad. I've heard enough.
No, you ain't. You're gonna listen if it's the last thing I do.
Grandad, I need to talk to you.
What are you on about?
I'll take her up.
Look, you don't seem to understand, Danny. That lot out there have got you down as guilty already. If they phone the police, how are you going to get away then?
Well, you're not listening to me, Grandad, are you? I don't want to get away.
Ian, you in?
Hello, Doc.
I'm telling you, clear as day.
Takes a bit of brass, don't it, eh, coming back here?
I'm just grateful that little girl's all right. When you think of the stories you read.
Be fair, Mo. Sonia wouldn't hurt her own child.
Maybe. But I'm entitled to be worried. It was me that brought Rebecca into the world.
Rebecca? What about her?
Ain't you heard? I reckon Sonia's brought her back.
And she's up for murder.
Sonia didn't kill Paulie.
Yeah, well, someone did, though, Chas.
What? You reckon she ain't got it in her? The same way as Chrissy Watts?
Look at that, look. Like butter wouldn't melt. Sonia ain't killed anyone.
Got an odd way of proving it.
Well, because she ran off with her kid. I mean, the girl was scared witless. And it ain't like this family ain't pulled a few stunts in its time, has it?
So that's it, is it? You're going to hand yourself in?
I'm innocent, Grandad.
Oh, the police are going to believe that, aren't they? You give yourself in, they're not going to bother looking for anyone else, are they?
What's the risk I'm going to have to take? All I want now is to do this with a bit of dignity.
Sonia is right. The just shall live by faith. Romans chapter 1, verse 17. If she ain't done nothing wrong, then she ain't got nothing to fear.
And I don't care what other people think of me. I know the truth, and I'm going to prove I didn't do it.
Where's her bunny? She can't sleep without it.
You might have left it over at your house, I don't know.
Right, well, I'll go back and look for it then.
Give me your keys. You need to stay here with your wife and your child.
Here, come on, shake a leg.
Just got here.
Well, we're going over the road. If nothing else, I want to make sure that little girl's okay.
You just want a gulp. And I'm sorry, Mo, but given the choice, I prefer to have another drink.
Come on, Gary, get your coat.
Excuse me. Have you got a minute, please? Look, I don't say this very often, but I owe you an apology.
I've had worse.
No, not when your boy's just out of hospital. Is he on the mend?
He's getting there.
And that's why you need work, so you can stick around.
Yeah, that's part of it.
Well, like I said, I don't need anybody behind the bar, but if you can face the gents first thing in the morning, I do need a cleaner.
Oh, poorly.
I'm sorry, Grandad. I know I've let you down.
No. You haven't done that, love, no. Oh, I know we've had our run-ins in the past and that, but I've always been proud of you.
I love you, you know.
Well, why don't you do like I say, then? Get in the car, we could be miles away by tomorrow. Might even get you on a flight to see Robbie.
The only place I'm going is the police. What's that?
There are other boozers, Dad.
What if she can't get a job? What's the point in going off only to find a few weeks later she ain't here? There's another reason I'm asking. Dino.
Well, what about him?
He's too soft. If you go off and leave him, before you know it, she'll have him subbing her for rent. If you won't stay for me, do it for him, Carly.
Listen to yourself, Dad.
What?
She's got you doing her dirty work for her. She's off boozing, knowing full well she'll have to lift a finger to keep me here.
All I'm trying to do is keep the family together.
It's too late for that, Dad, so if that's all you got to say...
Ah. That fare you asked about the Croydon, I scribbled down how much.
Right, yeah, thanks. Yeah, I'll take it.
OK, right. I'll get rid of them.
Why can't they let me do this my way?
I'll get me keys.
That ain't back yet, Grandad, and I haven't said goodbye to Rebecca. Martin, please.
She's her mother, for God's sakes!
Don't upset her.
Don't let me stop you. It's not as if I'd be around for breakfast.
Will you stop a minute, please, Carly?
What? So you can tell me again how you're going to get rid of her? Do you know what? Even if I heard it from her, I wouldn't believe it because it's all been lies.
Oh. And there was me thinking we're all going to sit down to a nice bolognese.
This ain't a joking matter. You can put that back and all. No. On second thoughts, keep it. Need something nice for the journey.
Ah, journey's not that far. Flat's only round the corner.
Yeah, but that's not where you're going. You're off. Out of our lives. First thing tomorrow, there's going to be a to let sign outside that flat. You're going to tell the landlord you don't want it.
Oh, and let Peggy down. Oh, I can't do that. I got a job.
What? No, I thought...
You thought I'd forgotten how to stand on my own 2 feet?
Well, I'll tell Peggy you had to leave.
You're not listening, Kevin.
I'm telling you to go.
Make me.
What if I have a word with Peggy, eh? Tell her a few home truths about what sort of person she's taking on.
You do that. And why the honesty's breaking out, why don't we include the kids? See if they can cope with the real truth. It's a bit stale. Don't think I'll bother. I'll get a fresh one in the morning. Well, you gotta tell me what's going on. What does she mean by the real truth? What do I have to ask her?
Why you gotta go?
Because I've just got to. But what I want you to remember is no matter where you are, I'll always be with you.
Why can't I come?
Because I've got a very, very special job for you to do. And that's to look after Daddy.
Why?
Because Daddy's going to need as much looking after as you, sweetheart. You'll do that for me, won't you? Because I love Daddy very much. Come here. Oh. Go on. Get upstairs. You haven't got to come with me.
No, we're walking out of here with our heads held high. You're innocent, you are. And I'll fight to prove that till my dying day.
Don't say that, Grandad, eh? Martin.
You ready, love?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, ignore them, love. You just keep walking.
Where are you taking her?
Police station, do you mind?
Who called the police? I wanted to do this my way. It was the only thing I had left. Oh, no.
Ah, there you are. Oh, that's good.
You!